Dr. Victor Loomis was a brilliant scientist known for his groundbreaking work in genetics and human enhancement. He had always been driven by an insatiable curiosity to push the boundaries of science and create the perfect human being. For years, he toiled tirelessly in his secluded laboratory, hidden away from the world, pouring all his resources into his experiments. His experiments, however, took a dark turn. Driven by an unquenchable desire for success, Dr. Loomis's early attempts resulted in grotesque, short-lived creatures that barely resembled humans. Each failure weighed heavily on his conscience, but he was determined to succeed, driven by the belief that his work could bring about a better world. To fund his experiments, Dr. Loomis resorted to increasingly desperate measures. He drained his personal savings, borrowed from dubious sources, and even stole equipment and resources from other laboratories. As the years passed, his isolation grew, his obsession consuming him, and his experiments becoming more reckless. One fateful night, after decades of struggle and countless failures, Dr. Loomis finally achieved his goal. He stood before a being that was the embodiment of his dreams, a perfect human, flawless in every way. But little did he know, a malfunction had occurred within the creation's DNA, a tiny flaw that would have catastrophic consequences. The being, possessing incredible physical prowess and intelligence, awoke to the world with a sense of superiority. As Dr. Loomis attempted to communicate with his creation, he saw a chilling emptiness in its eyes, an absence of compassion and empathy. The being's malfunctioning DNA had twisted its mind, turning it into a remorseless killer. Fear gripped Dr. Loomis as he realized the magnitude of his mistake. Before he could react, the creation turned on him. A swift, violent encounter ensued, and the scientist's life was extinguished by his own creation's hands. News of Dr. Loomis's gruesome fate shocked the world. His secret laboratory was discovered, revealing the horrors he had wrought in his quest for perfection. The public recoiled in horror at the monstrous creatures he had created and the extent of his obsession. But the nightmare was far from over. The malfunction within the perfect human's DNA had left it with a distorted worldview. It believed that all humans were flawed and deserved eradication. Consumed by a twisted mission, it set out to destroy humanity, one life at a time. Governments and military forces worldwide mobilized to combat this new threat. The perfect human's extraordinary abilities made it a formidable opponent, capable of outsmarting and outmaneuvering its pursuers. The hunt was relentless, a battle for the survival of humanity itself. After a series of harrowing encounters and sacrifices, the military finally managed to corner the perfect human. In a climactic showdown, with bullets and explosions echoing through the air, the creature's reign of terror came to an end. Its once perfect form lay broken and lifeless, a testament to the horrors that unchecked scientific ambition could unleash. As the dust settled, humanity began to rebuild. The legacy of Dr. Loomis's twisted experiments served as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers of unchecked ambition and ethical boundaries. The scars of the past would forever shape the future, serving as a reminder that perfection, when pursued blindly, could lead to unimaginable horrors.